I know many people out there have asked the question many times, why is George Soros not behind bars? Well, it's a good question, especially after we have exposed this man time and time again. Journalists from the streets across the globe have enough dirt on this man to put him away forever, but yet he never lands in a court. And he seems to go about his business putting $500 million on the invaders going through Europe, funding chaos in the streets of America from Ferguson to California, NYC, all over the place, fueling the chaos in all these countries like Macedonia, Hungary, Poland, the Czech Republic, and causing chaos in France, Germany, and all these other European countries. Well, now it seems that some of these countries are saying enough is enough. We're done with it. We're doing everything we can to shut this man down. And this includes countries like Hungary, Poland, and the Czech Republic, saying that they are here to shut down these American NGOs. And this is what I want people to pay attention to. The country of Macedonia just came out and said that George Soros is working with American alphabet gangs, our feds, inside of that country, doing exactly what they say they did in Ukraine. And who do you think overthrew Ukraine overnight and ran an elected government out of the country overnight? You guessed it. The Western-backed mercenaries, the pushing of George Soros. They went in and they opened up shop, inserted Monsanto, Joe Biden's son in a high position. And this is what they do. And these NGOs mean that they are non-government organizations. And what George Soros is doing is he's causing chaos in all these countries, and they see it. The gig is up. We've seen it here. And all too often, we've put petitions out. We've done everything we could try to do. But we are facing a billionaire. That is what you're up against. That simply pays people off and they turn the other cheek. And he's used this influence, him and his buddies, for some time now, across the globe, using this control. Because that's what it is. The chaos is control. When you're funding in creating this, you are creating an atmosphere where people are clashing. You are using the people of this country and turning them against other Americans, fueling that, bussing them in, cutting checks to them, paying the protesters. It's now out in the open. We now know. These other countries see it. So why is nothing being done here in America? Well, I think the other countries just told you. You're not going to hear this on your evening news because his buddy Rupert Murdoch runs it. And they're never going to tell you that they're in bed with George Soros. But it's damn clear when other countries are screaming and the writing is on the wall that this is what this man is doing. And you've seen it with your own eyes here in this country. Him supporting all these other groups like Black Lives Matter and all the other groups that he's funded to cause chaos in the streets. He's not being prosecuted because he is connected to these groups, to the same government that essentially would end up trying him or pulling him in court. No, this man is doing business with them. It's time that all of you see this. These countries are saying enough is enough, and they're looking to shut down these NGOs. And I'm going to say this. You've got to learn from the mistakes of others along the way, okay? And if this is how they're going to counter, is by shutting down these NGOs. Well, then we need to do the same thing here, don't you think? The Open Society, the Moore Foundation. We need to start here in shutting those institutes down and showing the proof, because we have it, that they have caused corruption. They're using subversion. They are using terrorist tactics for political gain in this country, and that is illegal. Problem is, we've been screaming, where's the lawyers at? We need you. We need one good one to step up and at least give us the tools on how to get this man into court. We need you. We have all the evidence. If somebody would just take the time to sit down and look at it, you would see that. But most people, when they see George Soros and the billionaire, they don't want to go up against it. We need someone with heart, with passion, and that's in it for the truth. We need you. First things first, all of you out there that can do something, spread the word more and more about this puppet master and what's happening. And we've got to start making moves to counter this beast that he's created across the globe, using people against people to their advantage. And that is called order out of chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Just the way they like it. A good read here. I will continue to update with more as I come across it. This has been Dabu7, and this is why we say Illuminati. To get rid of this deception.